live, right?
Are you live right now?
Yeah, I mean, but you can continue. You feel me?
I didn't get no update. Normally I get a notification when you go live.
That's crazy. Like we're actually live, like right now.
Oh yeah, I just got the thing right now.
Yeah, we're actively live, but I still respectfully disagree with you, though, my brother.
How you going? Okay, look, so I can understand, right?
Mm-hmm.
If his dad was on him, and his dad was the actual reason he got into the league, but that's not the case for Melo. Melo left the brand. He left his family behind, and he went to Australia by himself.
Okay.
Because he couldn't go play college basketball.
Okay.
Because of what his dad did.
Okay.
So how does that make him a good father?
There are boxers, right? Mayweather.
Okay.
Example. Just using Mayweather as an example. Had his father not given him that path, had his father not been influential and putting him in position to do boxing, do you think Mayweather be where he is right now today? Pause. Mayweather also had branched away from his father because he disagreed with certain things and he didn't want his father to, overshadow his career. He didn't want his father to take his career somewhere that he didn't want to go. So he broke away from his father as well. But had his father not been instrumental in putting him in that boxing ring and orientating him to the ways of boxing, we wouldn't have Floyd Mayweather today. So I say all that to say this. Had, what is it called, Lonzo Ball?
No, just now we talking about Melo.
Okay, Melo. But his pop's name was what? Oh, LeVar Ball. Had LeVar Ball not being there to put that drive in his kids, then none of them would be where they are today without the father pushing them towards greatness or success.
Hold on. First off, with Mayweather, that's completely different because that's a whole family right there that was behind him.
Come on, cuz. Okay.
You saying he wasn't?
Okay, I hear you. I hear you. But he still had a male presence to push him towards accomplishing those endeavors. My father ain't never pushed me towards nothing but being a gangbanger. My father ain't never pushed me towards being anything but a person who was destructive to his environment, his people, and his community. You got a black man that instills something in his kids to where he got 3 kids that landed in the NBA. 3, not 1, not 2, but 3.
The third one didn't land in the NBA.
Okay.
I guess unless you call him the G League part of the NBA, then I guess.
Okay, the G League, right.
But he didn't even last long in the G League. But he was at UCLA, which is one of the top basketball schools.
But do we not know who he is? Salute, King. I see you, P's and Q's. But are we not familiar with him?
Oh, with LiAngelo?
Yeah, all the Ball brothers.
I mean, we're familiar with LiAngelo, but LiAngelo would have made it into the NBA if his dad wouldn't have made him drop out of UCLA and play in his league.
Okay.
And then he got hurt in the league, which severely damaged his chances. Overseas basketball wouldn't even take him because of his dad.
Right.
Don't get me wrong. It's cool that he was in their life.
Mm-hmm.
But where Melo and LiAngelo are concerned, he didn't help them get where they were.
That's heavy.
Melo left his dad behind so that he could accomplish what he needed to accomplish to get to the NBA. He dropped out of the big baller brand because all he was doing was making him lose money. And LeVar never pushed LiAngelo towards you.
Right.
So how are you going to equate their success on stuff that he didn't push them towards?
He pushed them towards basketball. He put a basketball in them dudes' hands when they was babies, when they was infants. So we got to get a brother some type of credit. He may have made irrational decisions in regards to their careers and their lives and whatnot, but he put that basketball in their hand. We ain't know who them cats was until the father's like, yeah, I got 3 sons and they gonna do woo-dee-woo-woo and we pushing big baller brand. We ain't know who them cats was. Them dudes was looked at as lames and whatnot, biracial, weird type dudes and whatnot. The father went on social media and started this campaign of going to have 3 kids that go into the NBA. And people was like, oh, hold on, homie, I don't believe it. So people's got it in tune. People were waiting for him to fail to see if he can get any of his kids in the NBA, and he got 2. Even though he didn't get them in there per se, but he put that out there. He had us anticipating seeing whether it would be a success story or whether it be a fail.
Nah, because he failed in every aspect that he tried it.
Okay.
The Big Baller brand failed. The league that he started failed.
Okay.
He ruined he ruined Melo's chance at playing college ball by forcing him to play in his own league. And then when the league failed, Melo literally had to leave the family, go to Australia in order to get his stuff done.
Right. So you feel like he was detrimental to his kids and not beneficial?
I feel like he is the reason that Lonzo succeeded. The way he talked about Lonzo got Lonzo that big paycheck when he first came into the NBA. So, yeah, I'll agree on Lonzo. But Melo is responsible for Melo's success, and he never nurtured the rapping aspect that J-Lo had. So how is you going to equate his success to LeVar's?
Okay. Had the father not pushed the first boy towards the NBA, had the father not been theatrical, had the father not brought them individuals to social media, they wouldn't have had the reception that they had in the industry. We wouldn't even know about these dudes. For him to even go get that contract, that music contract with whoever he got that contract from. The father created a...
Nah, his father didn't create it because he got that.
No, that's not what I was going to say. Their father created a brand and an image. He branded them. Hey, we talking about LeVar Ball and his three sons or whatnot. My brother feel like, you know, the father was what? Detrimental to their progress?
No, I'm not saying he was detrimental to their progress, but I'm saying for the last two, we can't equate their success to him. For the first one, yeah, 100%. He sold his son to the NBA. That's why he got that big paycheck.
Okay.
But for the other two, he messed up their path, and they have to find their own way.
Right.
Because Melo would most likely would have never went overseas to play basketball. He'd probably went to UCLA, just like Lonzo did. He did amazing at UCLA, and then he got drafted.
Hey, you see the people in the comments cussing you out, man? Hey, no, this is my little brother, man. Don't cuss him out. Hey, no, but look, check this out.
It's facts, though.
I want to ask you a question. Has gang banging severely damaged the Black community?
Has it severely damaged the Black community?
Gang
I
banging.
feel like it damaged the unity that the Black community used to have.
Okay. That's it?
I mean, that's how I feel about the situation. Because before that, most people was unified before all that.
Right.
And now it's like people are still unified, but they're unified and segregated all at the same time.
Right. I feel like this. I'm going to say this, and I'm going to let you go, and I'm going to play this video. I feel like us as a people, we don't have unity, but we have, in certain instances, we have togetherness. Like we can be in prison together. We got togetherness when the Mexicans and the white boys and everybody else that oppose us, when they press a line on us, what we do, we come together. So we got togetherness, but we don't have unity. Unity is one sound, one voice, one vibration, one frequency. We don't have unity, and unity is something that we need. We got togetherness because, you know, even in the prison system, you still got the hub and dub. That's a separate card from the neighborhoods. The neighborhoods is a separate card from the gangsters. The gangsters is a separate card from the Northern Cali Crips. So we got togetherness, but we don't have unity. Because if we had unity, it wouldn't be the hub and the dub and the gangsters and this card and that card and that card. You know, the separation within the separation. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah, you're right on that.
Hell yeah. But listen, man, I ain't gonna hold you, man. I appreciate you chopping game with me. I'm gonna call you when I get off this thing because I was talking to this dude. I'm gonna tell you offline. I love you, cuz gone. All right, that was my little brother, man. I love my little brother. Before I get into the content, I don't wanna retract anything, but I didn't know that the dude that was calling 4 extras out was a Caucasian professional MMA fighter by the name of Kobe Covington. I didn't know that he was supposed to be fighting Kobe Covington. What I say to 4 extra, man, keep staying conditioned, continue to work out. And if you fight this dude, man, fight this dude to where you're fighting him in a an environment, in a setting that you're familiar with. And I know you can't take him to prison and fight him in a prison cell and all this and all that, but fight him to where it's in your advantage, or fight him in a boxing ring, because those takedowns and those submissions and all that shit, you can't do that. You can't do that in a boxing ring. So I feel like if 4 Extra, this is what I'm gonna say. Now that I heard that he's supposed to be fighting Colby Covington, I believe that if 4 Extra get the right training, boxing, right, and he fight Colby Covington in a boxing ring, not an octagon, 4 Extra, don't let them fool you, homie. See, I feel like Adam 22 is putting you in a situation to where you can fail. Because if you my partner, I'm off camera, I'm be like, nah, cuz I ain't gonna let you fight him. We gonna kill this. I'm not gonna even bring it up on camera, because I know that in the octagon, you can't mess with this dude, because he has had years and maybe decades of takedown submissions and things of that nature that you don't even know how to defend, and you know what I mean. But if you fight 4 Extras, homie, listen to me, cuz if you fight Colby Covington, fight him in a boxing ring. 4 Extra, you're really putting yourself in a position to where you can make hundreds upon hundreds of thousands, if not millions, right? If you do this right, homie, you can come out like the knight in shining armor. Don't fight cuz in the octagon. Don't. Unless you have past experience in training fighting in the octagon. And I'm not talking about us fighting in a small prison cell and we lock up and do a little wrestling and all that. Do not fight cuz in the octagon. Fight cuz in a boxing ring. Not kickboxing, straight up from the hands. Standard boxing. Do what the white dude, race don't even matter, forgive me. But do what those brothers, Jake Paul and Logan Paul, is doing. Take them dudes in the boxing rings, 4 Extras, and beat they ass on crib. Don't let Adam put you in a trick bag, homie, because either way, Adam is going to benefit views, likes, clicks, subscriptions, endorsements, all that. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Don't be no fool, homie. Don't let your ego put you in a situation to where you'll look like an ASS. Don't do it. So this is my message to 4 Extra, cuz. Fight cuz in the boxing ring. Boxing rules and regulations. Take him in that boxing ring, 4 Extra, and whoop the shit out of cuz. You already got the conditioning. You just put a video up to where you doing burpees and shit, nigga. Stay on the motherfucking burpees, do a little running cuz on crib, and learn how to, do all that type of shit. Keep your motherfucking hands up, jab, right, your hook and all that. You feel what I'm saying? Get that together, cuz, and go in there and beat that nigga ass, cuz. We rooting for you. Boxing. Take him in a boxing ring, 4 Extra. So now that I got that out the way, shout out to 4 Extra, cuz. Shout out to the 40, shout out to all my people, East Coast to the West Coast, Western Hemisphere to the Eastern Hemisphere. We everywhere. But tonight, man, I want to show y'all a video, man. I want to send a major shout out to my homegirl from Hoover. She sent me this video and she said, bro, I want to know what's your opinion of this. So I said, okay, I'm checking out the video, and within the first 2 or 3 minutes, I'm like, man, they either watch me, right, or these brothers are really a part of the brothers who are, a part of this this paradigm and this shift and whatnot. So without further ado, I'm not going bop and all that, but we gonna get into this content. Periodically, I'm gonna stop and I'm gonna provide some commentary and whatnot, or piggyback off what they saying, so that I don't get flagged and then it become a copyright issue. Me just showing a video. I don't know what type of brother these brothers is. You feel me? But it seems like these are some intellectual, forward-thinking brothers. So we about to get into this content, man. 4 Extra. Take cuz to the boxing ring and whoop his ass on the reels. Look, is y'all thinking about that, homie? If 4 Extra get Colby Covington into the boxing ring and fuck cuz up, he gonna be the black version of Jake Paul now. Everybody gonna want to get in the ring with 4 Extra. Everybody's gonna give him his accolades, his kudos, and the Caucasian folks who writing them checks, they gonna want to have him fight somebody else. And you get him in there and you beat his ass. Now you in a position to you can fight who you want to fight, homie. Use this shit to your advantage. If you do this righteously, homie, if you do this correctly, 4 Extra, this is 4 Extra. This is for 4 Extra, cuz. If you do this righteously, cuz, and you do this correctly, homie, you can put your homies in a position to where y'all can eat for the next 10 years, homie. Now you putting your homies in a different arena. Now you putting your homies in a different field off you just taking the heart of a lion, homie, and fucking these dudes up in a ring. Beat they ass, cuz. Make it count. Now you're going to surpass Adam 22. You ain't gonna need him if you do this correctly, homie. You gonna be in a position to where you call the shots and you write the checks. Do the shit correctly, cuz. Think strategically. You said you're an intellectual dude and you have intelligence. Listen to what your player partner's saying. I don't know you personally, but I fuck with your cousin H Blank Turtle. That's my guy, cuz, from over 25 years of being associates, acquaintances, and all this type of shit. But let's get into this content, cuz. Hey, to my partner P's and Q's, I don't know how to do this mod shit, cuz. By the grace of God, y'all come over here. I come on here. I kick knowledge, wisdom, and understanding to my folks, and then I get up off of here. You feel what I'm saying? You see, I don't even be doing my thumbnails, and sometimes I don't put no descriptions, none of that, man. I push go live, and then I and all that, and I get up out of here like on mic. But I don't know how to do it, but I'm gonna look into that, man. You feel me? I love to do some content with you too, man. But let's get into this.
We are the minority. We're being priced out. We're being pushed out. A lot of us is gone forever behind the walls. So at some point, the gang banging shit was cool. It was fun. It was whatever. It's a part of the culture. It's probably going to always be a part of the culture. But at some point, being black got to matter more than your gang. At some point, we got to stop deleting and erasing each other and really start paying attention to this black shit. Because we making ourselves extinct. We got to be honest about that shit. Regardless of the beef that happened, what I already know, once blood spill, it ain't no coming back from that. I'm not saying you got a peace treaty, nothing. And it's hard to tell somebody who people done got smoked and popped up to don't go get your get back. Because I'm for sure finna go get mine, so I ain't even mad. But at some point, if we want to win, you may not got to go fuck with them, but we finna build over here, you gonna build over there, and we ain't gonna come through there, and you don't come through here. But let's get this black shit together. Because we can sit here and lie to the world about how the gang banging ain't fucking us up. It's fucking us up, nigga. Because we banging on each other. It's not like we banging on the ones that's going at us. Y'all giving them passage.
I said this earlier today on
I just seen the little nigga dress the joint. Them niggas on there calling us all type of N-words with the hard ER. Whack 100 just did a live stream with them niggas. Gave them more clout. When it's niggas out here grinding, but ain't getting that type of clout or not getting them looks, that's from the culture. Why you give them niggas the look? They just shitting on us. Said fuck niggas.
Real shit.
But you offered them your platform instead of reaching out to niggas like us and offering us that platform.
In me, Bobby Yates.
That could really be beneficial to niggas who deserve it and really from the community and really gonna help build the community. What the fuck are they gonna help build? Everything came for views and clicks and shit. Like, we really deleting ourselves from every angle. At some point, we gotta wake up at some point. Because the black cloud that's over us, we damn near putting over ourselves at this point. We all know the obstacles that's going on, but we can't beat them unless we fight them together. So us fighting each other, how the fuck we gonna beat that? The world already is stepping on us. And now we stepping on each other. A lot of y'all is fucking scared. That's really what it is. Let's keep it 100. It's easy to go smoke the nigga down the block. It's hard to stand up to the motherfuckers that's making the laws, though.
Nah, it's easy to smoke your homie when he trusts you.
That too.
It's easy. It's easy to get a nigga out the way that got love.
I'm gonna pause it right there, right? I don't really think that the majority of our people is scared. They're not accustomed to going after a different type of enemy. Prime example, right? There was a time to where my hood had entered into a beef with a hood that's in close proximity towards the Imperial Course housing projects, right? And these dudes were sliding. They were sliding, right? And a lot of people were saying, oh, you know, the PJs is turned down and, you know, they're not giving them the same energy that they give these cats because the certain homies wasn't accustomed to going at them cats, and it took some readjusting to start sliding on them the way that the homies was sliding on them dudes that's north of Imperial Course housing projects. You got to understand this. We have been conditioned to dislike and despise the projects that's north of Imperial Courts housing projects for over 30 some years. So when it's time to slide and ride on them dudes, everybody is ready. But when we start beefing with other surrounding gangs and in a few gangs that was, you know, a distance away, cats wasn't accustomed to getting in his whip and sliding 10 miles or 15 miles or, you know, around certain police stations and areas that's policed by the sheriffs and whatnot. Cats wasn't accustomed to that. So it took some getting used to it. It took some orientating certain cats to, you know, not me orientate nobody. Put that out there right there now. You feel what I'm saying? But I say that to say this consequently, right? It's not because we're scared. It's because it's not part of our conditioning and programming. We didn't grow up in environments and communities to where we were saying F Hispanics, F Mexicans, or F Latinos. We didn't grow up like that. So when the Latinos poke their chests out and whoop whoop, it's foreign. It's a little different. You feel what I'm saying? But I will say this. When all the brothers get on code and the brothers understand that we're not each other's enemy. When the brothers get on code and they start seeing other cats for who they really are, man, homie, it's going to be catastrophic. I say that. So I'm not going to say all brothers are scared. You can't say that, and you can't put that narrative out there, Ken, folks, because all brothers are not scared. They're just not conditioned. They are not familiar with going after other cats who don't look like us. We have movies, we have musics, not musics, We have movies and we have music that commercialize and popularize us unaliving one another. So it becomes I believe the word is ingratiated, or it becomes entwined. It becomes part of the fabric of our communities of hating one another. You feel what I'm saying? Hating each other and going after each other. And the same thing, you know, in certain cats' hood, like he say, it's easy to kill your homie because it doesn't take much effort. It don't take much strategizing. You know where his grandmama at. You know where his baby mama at. You're familiar with them. Some of these young cats are not familiar with these other individuals who say that they hate us and they unalive us. You feel what I'm saying? So you can't come on here, Ken, folks, and say that brothers is scared. No, we're not even a scared type of people. We're a warrior type of people. So when you use those type of adjectives to describe us in its entirety, to describe us collectively, that's why I have a problem with that. Are we the same? Brothers are never scared because it was a lot of race wars in the 90s and early 2000s. Yes, but these youngsters, they are not familiar with that. These youngsters is listening to NBA YoungBoy and Lil Durk and all that, and they're programmed. The imagery that they see is us unaliving us. When they put on the music of King Von, it's us unaliving us. It's more than entertainment for us. It becomes a lifestyle, and that lifestyle conditions and prepare our children to unalive one another. You cannot use fear to describe all of us, and not even all them youngsters, because when you go to communities like Compton and you go to communities like Long Beach, some of them little brothers, homie, is really handling their candles. So we got to be mindful on how we describe our people when we come online. And we're going to get back into it.
For you. A lot of that shit is easy, like you said, but when niggas is really ready to get cracking and you don't know where it's coming from, then it's a different ball game.
Now we know where it's coming from. It's the ones with the power. But niggas is scared of that.
That's not what I'm saying. If you wake up today and everybody said, let's go do it, where we trooping? Niggas don't know where the fuck direction to go. We say the niggas with the power, where they at? We don't know where these niggas laying at. We don't know what blocks they on.
We don't know how to organize and mobilize.
Go after the innocent bystanders?
Nah, I don't mean going to slide. I mean by building your community. Okay. That's the way.
How I'm thinking.
No. What I'm saying is the way they doing it, nigga. Like I said, nigga, their money stays in their community 12 days.
Nah, they do.
13 days. Why? Because they own the businesses. They own the property. When they go spend their money, They spending it with each other. When we go spend our money, we're putting it literally in the hands of the ones that hate us. The ones telling you, hurry up and buy. The ones following you around the store, acting like they cleaning the shelves when you walk in. We're handing our money to them.
It's not even in their communities. They put it in our communities, nigga, where it's predominantly black. I'll be on fucking, what is that? Don't give me the line. Fig and Gage or something on St. Crip. If y'all know about the barbecue spot over there. On Babies. I'm not mad at them, but all Mexicans run that motherfucker. It's not a black soul in there that cooks soul food.
But that's the thing, though.
I know, but they're in a black community. I'm just saying, because they're not focused on what we focus on. We're focused on pressing the next nigga. They focus on getting the next bag. And we know for a fact, I see plenty of people with homies. And shout out to Lil Jew. Because the homie is a motherfucking top chef, nigga. I firsthand had Cub food. Nigga on Insane Crip, and that nigga's a top chef in Long Beach. Y'all need to holler at Cub, the Insane Chef. Shout out to Cub, because Cub over there fucking shit up. But niggas he don't get the support that he deserves. And this is what I'm getting at far as with our people. Like we will go to these taco stands, we'll go to these shit that we see on the corner, nigga driving there at 2 a.m, just pull up and invest in their shit. We ain't investing in their homies, and they cook the same shit.
I think too, a lot of times, like when we're talking about the businesses, they won't even they make it really hard, or they don't even want to give us the business on our own block, right? Like we know Nipsey Hussle had that problem. A lot of times too, they just don't want to give it to you.
I know what you mean, like you can't even.
They don't. Yeah, they don't want to give you the business. They're going to make it harder for you to buy because they want to keep it not black. They want to make it to where you got the Indian in the neighborhood or the Chinese person in the neighborhood, because then you never get to circulate your money within the community. So it's also like we saying, we do have to work together. We got to damn near make it impossible for niggas to even say no to us when we come in.
Exactly. But think about this, though. An offer you can't refuse.
Yeah. But think about this, though. We can say that, but they're opening up in our hoods, and we just cool with it. You think you can go open up in an Italian-dominated hood and the mob let that happen? So this is what I mean by, if you is going to be on this side of the tracks, we got to still be business-minded on this side of the tracks. Because if you look at the cartel, it's to make bread.
All right, I'm going to pause it there, right? Shout out to these brothers on Crib, right? These brothers are expressing and addressing some very valid topics and making some very valid points and whatnot, right? But you cannot overlook the fact that there's social engineering that goes into the day-to-day functioning of our communities. Like he just said, they didn't want to give Nipsey that strip mall. You feel what I'm saying? They don't want us to have equity in our own community. So what they do, they cater to the foreigners. They cater to the foreigners most definitely. It's like every time we try to strategically put something together, it's always faced with pushback from the powers that be. You feel what I'm saying? So I get what these brothers are saying, man. The reason why we're not on code, homie, and the reason why the Mexicans and the Chinese and everybody else is on code and they're unified, because they haven't went through over 300 years of oppression, over 300 years of nepotism, over 300 years of programming to get us to believe that we are our own, we are enemies. That they put that in us. It's instilled in us. It's instilled in us, and it's reinforced by the music and the media that we consume. Nobody else has been persecuted, prosecuted, oppressed, and effed over as much as we have, homie. They put us against each other. That's the conditioning. So what we have to talk about and incorporate and introduce to the homies in the communities, cuz, is healing. We are still dealing with PTSD. We are still dealing with traumatic situations, homie, that's ingrained in our DNA from slavery that we ain't healed from. So that's why a lot of brothers be off code, homie, because it's damn near part of our DNA. It's called I get the word for you. Eugenics, not eugenics. That's the racist white woman, Sarah, something that created the parent planet hoods to exterminate young, black to exterminate black babies and keep our population dwindling. But it's I'm gonna get the name for it. And this particular type of science, it says that trauma. It says that stress. It says that depression and hardships can be passed on through our genes, homie. Ain't nobody been as inflicted as we have. We need healing. We can talk about this shit until we blue in the face, but until we get healing and an understanding of ourselves, we're going to continue to fail. We need healing in our communities, cuz everybody has mastered healing but us. Sometimes, homie, you got to go to the spa. You got to go see these Koreans. You got to go see these Russians because they got the game, homie. They learned it from the Romans. The Romans learned it from the Africans. How to extract stress from the cells. Sometimes, homie, you can be, let me slow it down. Stress can be in your muscles. That's why you have knots in your back. Stress can be in your cells. That's why you have a backache at time and headaches and different type of aches in the body. That's stress that needs to get out of the body. The Romans and the Greek learned about spas from the Africans. It's called aquatic therapy. We need to introduce brothers to aquatic therapy. While you get this aquatic therapy, we're going to introduce you to the aromatherapy because certain scents does certain things to the brain that releases serotonin, oxytocin, dopamine, the feel-good chemicals. We need to introduce the brothers to massage therapy. Every other month or at least 3 times out of a year, go get you a massage. And it works wonders, homie. We got to introduce the component of healing. We can talk about this shit until we blue in the face. We can talk about social engineering. We can talk about group economics. We can talk about peace treaties. We can talk about all this. But until we get to the root of the problem, homie, we are a traumatized people. We are a damaged but not destroyed people. We need healing. We need to change our diet. When you change your diet and you stop consuming so much meat and heavily processed food and high fructose corn syrup and all that, you start thinking in a different fashion. Tupac said we need to change the way we walk, change the way we talk, and change the way we treat each other. I'm not going against what these brothers are saying because these conversations need to be had. And when a sister sent it to me, man, I was elated. But I just want to give it to y'all from a different perspective because they haven't scratched that surface just yet. But we about to get back into these brothers' content, man.
All of the drilling and the killing they doing to each other is about territory for money. You look at the mob, it's to make bread. All the drilling and killing they did was for territory and businesses to make money. We the only dumb fucks drilling and killing for the thrill. If you want to do that, let's make the bread. Like he said, you go to our hoods, they opening up the stores, but they not giving back. Nigga, start pressing, nigga. Because when they do that shit in the mob area or the cartels area, they paying taxes, nigga. Hell no, you ain't opening up over here without giving back to the community. Not us. We just go give all the bread and get, oh man, they racially profiling me in the store. Nigga, start pressing them niggas. Get them the fuck out the community. Because you know why they in our community? Because the ones that really own the shit, own the chessboard, they didn't allow them to open up in their community. They sent them to ours. Nah, nigga, you go get the scraps down there and figure it out. Because they couldn't open up in Beverly Hills. Yeah. They couldn't open up over there in the Palisades, nigga. Because they press for their shit. We don't.
What's the motherfuckers that be running 7-Elevens?
Indians.
The Indians. Oh, it's saying crib. One day I pull up to the VIP at like 3 in the morning at 7-Eleven. One of the homies been over here probably longer than I've been living. 2-1 till he done. I was saying, I'm trying to buy the nigga some coffee, get cut of money. The nigga not trying to sell cut no shit. Nigga, you know where you at? I was saying, Crip, go get your coffee, nigga. Not telling the homie because now I'm mad at the nigga because you only here because we allow it, nigga. That's the only reason. He ended up getting this coffee, but I was just saying, like, you was despising this man that probably been putting on for these blocks in this area longer than you even knew about even being in your U.S. So like you said, I don't want to say too much on camera.
Exactly.
But
I'm saying it without saying it.
We do got to be on some point, and I will be on the forefront. I don't say nothing that I won't be.
No, we ain't talking about that on camera. What I'm saying is though, legally or illegally, we got to get together to make the betterment for the black race, for black people. That's just what it is with this LA black cloud shit. It's the niggas hating the niggas, and we losing in the end. We putting the own black cloud over us. I know we don't went way off topic to some other shit, but to bring it back around to LA, nigga, the politics got the city black. So in a way, we all as people, more than just blacks. I'm talking about Hispanic, Asian, everybody. They making it hard for all of us. So while y'all telling us hurry up and buy, they taxing the fuck out your business as well, pricing y'all out.
Y'all
calling us mayates and all that to the ones who use that type of lingo.
They getting y'all the fuck out of here.
They getting y'all the fuck out of here too. They talking about mass deportation. Like,
dummies.
are y'all not waking up?
They not just against us, they against y'all, but y'all too dumb to see it, and y'all still running with them.
But then y'all go to the pen and run with them. How do that make sense, nigga?
Everybody's fighting for the top.
That's what I've been saying,
for those people, if that makes
sense. Because niggas is spooked. That's my point.
Everybody's mentality needs to change to being the top person for their own culture instead of being the top person or the top slave, if that's what you want to call it, for that particular group of people.
Even just imagine, quote unquote, if it was really black and brown. Because what do we see when we step outside besides when we go to our city or we go to different cities? What do you see? You don't see too many races besides black and Mexicans really strolling these streets. You're not going to see that. They're going to hit spots and they're going to make sure they get there safe and gone. They're not just roaming these streets, and you're not just catching a group of white people walking around. Nigga, no, they're going to be
for the bus.
Yeah, they're going to be somewhere, nigga, where they're supposed to be, and they're going to make sure it's equipped and safe. Other than that, you're not going to see them. If niggas really could be running the city, really running the bag up. Nobody want to be broke. I don't give a fuck. For me, myself, my goal always to get money was to get rich and get out the hood, to come make a way back and help niggas. Niggas don't care about that shit, though. It don't matter what the fuck you doing.
I agree, Frank.
But at the same time, you be the example you want to see and become smart enough. When we get our millions, cuz y'all gonna see niggas wasn't just talking, nigga, on the set. It's coming because I can feel it. But
facts.
When we get our shit,
we gotta preach legally too, though.
I'm agreeing. That's what I mean. And what I'm saying with these businesses and shit. This is why we studying shit and we doing certain things that's gonna be in motion. And when they start to see it, even though we did see it, we had a slight example of a nigga like Nipsey, and niggas still didn't want to see it. He's showing you, cuz, like, prime example, I'm opening stores, I'm doing this, but niggas, man, who the fuck up think he is opening the store? But this nigga doing this, or this nigga doing that. That's what I mean, far as, this is even deeper. I'm not even gonna go here, because this is, you hating yourself when you hate on another nigga like that. If another nigga getting money, and you ain't getting no money, and you hating on cuz, you really mad at yourself at the end of the day. You're mad because he's getting money and you're not. Instead of he not even asking cuz for an opportunity or how did you do it, any advice, a nigga go automatically, I'm ready to delete cuz. Nigga, cuz not like that. Nigga, I'm about to blam cuz or whatever. That's how niggas get, cuz.
But that's what I mean. That's the black cloud we putting over ourselves. Just think about Nip. Someone from his own hood took him out. How much more fucked up can it get? Something you pledged your life to, put on your life on the line for, showed your loyalty to, brought your riches back to. That's the thing that took you out.
That's what go. But we know that.
We know that's what go on, but we can't keep saying it. Oh, that's just the game. No, that's not supposed to be. No, I'm not saying you. I'm saying if people talk about it, they gonna say, "Oh, but that was just the game. He was talking to a hitter. He should have been talking like." No, nigga. Really think about what the fuck y'all dumb niggas saying.
I'm not gonna go back into the Nipsey Hussle situation, but there was social engineering. There were that was orchestrated. That was beyond a lot of people's understanding and comprehension. The way that brother was assassinated, the government had a hand in that, just like the government or the Babylonian system. You understand me? Just like that Babylonian system had a hand in the demise of Martin Luther King and many others. You feel what I'm saying? I'm about to get up off this thing, but I want to answer their question, and the question that I pose to you is: gang banging destroying or has it severely damaged the black community? Yes, indeed. The separation, the lack of unity, the willingness to unalive and be in opposition to one another is destroying our communities. We need to wake up. We need to live in peace before we have to rest in peace. Shit, man, let's get it together, man. We all we need, we all we got. Too black, too strong, man. I'm about to get up off this. I appreciate y'all macking in on your partner. You feel me? Excuse me, you play upon. I'm cooking some. See, man, I should have did that cooking with a crib. You feel me, man? I'm making some southern motherfucking red beans and rice. You heard me? Shout out to all my people down there in the NO. You heard me? Now I'm making some red beans and rice right now, man. With yeah, I ain't gonna get into all that, but yeah, man, y'all step and be blessed, and let's get it together, man. Let's live in peace before we rest in it. You should play upon it. Oh, wait, pause. Shout out to these brothers, man. Let me get their name. I want to give them they flowers. Shout out to the brothers at the Viral Way Podcast. So shout out to those brothers over there at the Viral Way Podcast, man. Stay up. God bless y'all, man. Y'all keep creating that thought-provoking content, and let's awaken the people, man. But what we have to understand, 100% of the people is not going to be on board. We may be able to reach in between 35 to 40% of the people. You understand? Because all skin folks ain't kin folks. Some peoples are going to take solace. Some peoples are going to, find comfort and be content with operate under the social engineering of the United States government and those who are funding black on black terrorism. You feel what I'm saying? Because basically, essentially, that's what it is. But y'all stay up and be blessed, man. It's your player partner, Bobby WJ. And like I say, let's live in peace before we have to rest in it.